Hi everybody, you sent me a lot of questions, so let's get started. First of all, for the materials I use, plus the camera type and the software, just enter the about section. Or just open the description box of each video. The markers I'm using are Copic Ciao, set A and set B, a total of 144 markers, which I ordered from eBay. Okay, let's do this. Brian Dominguez asks, what is your favorite food, Yair, and who is your favorite DBZ fighter? Well, my favorite food is actually hamburger, love it. Second is pizza, by the way. As for the fighter, if I refer to only the fighting ability, I will have to choose Goku, because he acquired so many skills over the years. Also, he keeps improving, he never loses the motivation of fighting, and he stays optimistic no matter what. Farhan Abbasi asks, hello Yair, I know you use Faber Castell pens to go over the pencil marks. I just want to know which thickness do you use? Well, usually I use 0.1, but if the drawing is a lot bigger, I use 0.3. Now, sometimes for parts that are closer to the camera, for example this drawing of Bardock, I drew the body with 0.1, but for the hand I use 0.3, because the line is supposed to be thicker when it's closer. And for the tiny parts, I sometimes use 0.05. Darkside209 asks, how can I potato? Well, the art of potatoism is pretty difficult to grasp. My advice is just try to potato harder, man. Sunlol Jung asks, who is your favorite Naruto character? Can you list 1 to 5? Okay, 1 Naruto, 2 Jiraiya Sensei, 3 Kakashi, 4 Shikamaru, and 5 Sasuke. Ruby HD, Yair, could you do some more tutorials? By the way, your drawings are awesome. Well, thanks Ruby, and don't worry, I will do more tutorials in the future. Boring username, have you ever suggest using Prismacolor Markers or color pencils? Well, I didn't use Prismacolor Markers, but I do use Prismacolor pencils, and I do recommend them. They are very good, a lot better than Faber Castell in my opinion. Stella Dodge, was Dragon Ball Z your first anime? Or what was your first anime you ever watched? Actually, the first anime I watched was Pokemon, and then I watched Dragon Ball Z. Andy, which anime drawing did you enjoy to draw the most? I think Super Saiyan Bardock, because I did some changes with the reference I was using. Let me show you real quick. You see, there's the reference, and this is the changes. Kalinos24, would you draw other things like superheroes or cartoon characters? Actually, it depends on you. Would you like to see it? SpongeBob, Adventure Time, Iron Man, Superman? Let me know in the comment section. The Pikachu Virus, have you ever thought about making your own anime? Or at least a TV show? I do want to make my own TV show. It will be more like a comedy, style South Park. Hopefully after I finish my 4th year, I could work on that more seriously. Akira Squeezy, have you ever drawn a real life human or animal drawing with a square technique? I did actually. There's this drawing of Jake Cutler, a former Mr. Olympia champion, and there's this cute puppy. Boss Killer, what was your first best drawing? I drew Goku back when I was 13. I was really hyped over Dragon Ball Z and their drawing style, so I just searched for an awesome reference, picked up an HB pencil, and this is the result. Keith, how long does it take for an average video to edit? Average video, I think it takes maybe 5 hours without rendering. I really try to give the best quality of videos and I edit them properly for you guys. The tutorial, for example, took me way more time, like maybe 2 days. That's why you don't see me post tutorials every week, but I will do more, I promise. Gal, since when did you know you had drawing abilities? Well, probably when I was 10. I noticed I had a good eye for measuring things, and I always noticed the tiny details. But it was just like, drawing in classes, drawing on the table, nothing special really. Only in the age of 21 I started to take things more seriously, because I wanted to study animation. And then my drawing abilities have improved a lot. Charles, Why don't you make more videos, goddammit? Well, that's a good question, Charles. The reason is because it takes a lot of time. I'm also a student and I have a part-time job, but I'm trying my best to upload at least one video each week. Killer LOL. Yair, did you teach yourself how to draw or did you get taught? Well, for the most part, I'm self-taught. I practice a lot, I worked on my weaknesses, and I criticize myself a lot. I also watch several YouTube videos about drawing techniques and drawing tips. In addition to that, as some of you know, I study animation, and we had some anatomical classes, which helped me figure out how the body really moves and how to see body parts as geometrical shapes. So I do recommend on going to an art course for even a couple of months. You can improve a lot by knowing several techniques and drawing tips. And just by drawing with other artists, you can improve a lot by learning from each other. Gustavo Anderson. Can you give some tips for beginners? Well, first of all, invest more time in your drawing. Don't rush things up. Don't get mad at yourself if you didn't achieve what you were hoping for. It takes time and a lot of practice to get better. Just try again and learn from your mistakes. At the end of each drawing, examine it. See where could you possibly draw it better. See where you missed some parts. See where it's not polished enough. Watch some tutorials. I think there's a lot of good material here on YouTube. Don't be afraid to use references. The best artists in the world use them. But in time, try to develop your own style. And of course, enjoy the process. Victor, what is your true name? Well, Victor, my true name is Yair. Not kidding, bro. Arnaud. I hope I spelled that right. Do you recommend copying drawings that I like or trying to draw by myself without reference? Stay awesome, Yair. Support you from Paris. Support you too, brother. Well, in my opinion, do both. Use references to help you make your own character. Study the body, study the anatomy of a female or male, stand up in front of a mirror, see how the body looks like from different angles, and then draw it yourself. If it's not a character or you simply want to draw a flower, let's say, look at references and then you could draw your flower, giving it your signature. Elite Saiyan, you think anyone is able to learn how to draw like you? Well, actually I do. It's true that some people were born with advantages, but if I didn't practice a lot and learn from my mistakes, I would be a very average artist. So you gotta believe in yourself and know that drawing is not easy as some people think. It takes time to develop and get better, and you gotta be hard on yourself sometimes. Rehunt, what is one of your favorite anime/manga? Well, one of my favorite animes is definitely Death Note. I mean, the storyline is absolutely amazing. The characters are fascinating. Everything is spot on, no dragging the plot, no fillers. Every episode was just epic. I also want to point out some of the amazing movies I watched. I recommend all of you to watch if you haven't already. Akira, Ghost in the Shell, Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away, and Grave of the Fireflies. Yair, do you have any tips on inking straighter? So what I suggest is, just draw a lot of random lines and practice your inking. When I first started inking, I used the pencil like a pen. And so I didn't get a straight line, I got like a scribbly line. What you want to have is a very firm grip on the pen and drawing with confidence, line by line. The Mixer. If you are an animator, why don't you share with us some of your works? Well, actually you can check out some of the animations I did at my Facebook page. Just enter the link in the description box or type Yair Sasson drawings. Tornado. What inspires you to draw? Well, back when I was a kid, it was because I enjoyed creating something others couldn't do. You know, it felt like I had something special. And it was a cool hobby to have. Now what inspires me is the ability to create something new, using my talent to interact with other people and improving my abilities, achieving my career goals, influence others, and really become somebody. Telmo, do you only draw manga or do you like other drawing styles? Well, actually I do other drawing styles as well. Let me show you. For example, I do some digital work like this one. This is my original character. This is a pen technique. This is a realistic portrait of Bar Rafaeli, an Israeli model. And you can see a lot more in my Facebook page. Elian, what is your favorite thing to draw? Well, that's pretty obvious. Come on, let's say it together. Dragon Ball Z. I saw your comments, don't worry. I saw the... Why are you only drawing DBZ characters? Well, cause I love Dragon Ball Z, that's my favorite anime. Kelvin. Can you do a video showing all the supplies you have? Yes, I will do one in the future. Real Tire. What, in your opinion, was your best drawing? Well, I always have a soft spot for my recent drawing. In that case, Trunks Ultra Super Saiyan. And I also love the Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 and Bardock Super Saiyan. Carl. Are those drawings custom made, or are you just copied from the internet? Well, some of them are custom made, and for some of them I use references and doing several adjustments. For example, the Goku tutorial was custom made, and for the SSGSS Vegeta I used this reference to create this drawing. And final question by Nuki. Do you play Call of Duty? Well, actually no, I'm not much of a gamer, guys. So that's it, everybody. Let me just say thank you for all of my amazing subscribers. I couldn't do this without you. Make sure to check me on Instagram and Facebook too. Stay awesome, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.